It's Jordan, and I'm back for what has turned out to be my only annual video, the LEGO modular set building video. And this year we got the Natural History Museum, which is a massive set, and it weighs 17 pounds. Lugging this thing out of the mall was so tiring on my arms. And it came in this absolutely ginormous bag that I haven't even seen a bag this big ever before. But I guess the bigger the LEGO box, the bigger the bag it's got to come in. And it came with 2 free gifts, both holiday oriented things. We got these ornaments and this horse-drawn carriage, which both are pretty cool sets that I'm going to be building after this as well. But without further ado, let's get started on building the museum. Just like that, the first floor is done, and we've got a whole bunch of cool exhibits in the museum. On the left side, we've got pottery, some gemstones, and it's kind of earth themed with volcano. On the right side, we have prehistoric exhibits. We got a big brachiosaurus, some dinosaur eggs, saber-toothed tiger, and some fossilized poop for whatever reason. Got a lab in the back, a bathroom, some neat stairs. I like that the stairs are actually the sloped pieces, but they're put on their side, so it makes stairs, which is pretty neat. Out front, we got a cool garden. I like the wrought iron fence and the Lego statues. Everything looks good so far, so we're gonna keep on going. Done with the second floor, and I actually like it better than the first floor. This one is space themed for the most part, and some of the exhibits on this floor are pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure what they all are, but we have a solar system diorama, which is cool, a rocket taking off, some art with a rocket shooting around the world, some moon themed stuff with either probably moon rocks and a telescope and moon landing gear. And then I'm not quite sure what these 3 things over on the side are, but I think they represent the ship in a bottle, the treehouse, and the castle set, which are recent / historical sets for Lego, so that's neat. It's got 2 alcoves that go down to the first floor, and when you assemble it, the Bronchiosaurus's head goes through them. So once we pop them on, it's starting to come together. Now we just gotta finish the roof. The museum is complete, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Got a nice cornice on top of the pillars here in front, skylights on top, and an office for the astronomy department. We got a cool window washing bay over here and a cherry blossom tree up front. Some very nice details that make the set really stand out. So now I'll give my thoughts on the set as a whole. I think it's a very stately looking set, one of the nicer looking modular buildings, especially compared to last year's Jazz Club. I think it gives off a very sophisticated appearance, and I like the color scheme, the columns, the window dressings, the gardening in the front. All those things make it look very appealing. I'm very happy to see that they continued their trend of keeping the outside of the building clear of interior brick colors sticking out. So the sides and rear of the building are completely consistent in color. Really happy with that. I did that last year and had done that on only a couple of sets before this. Previously, a lot of sets had bricks from the inside walls sticking out on the sides and rear, and I wasn't a big fan of that. One improvement that I hope that they could make going forward that they haven't done in any of the modular sets to this point is the tile work on the first floor looks really nice, but then you get to the second floor and it's just bare studs. Especially with something like the museum, I feel like it would have benefited from having tile on the second floor as well. Overall, I really like the exhibits. I think the solar system diorama on the second floor is probably my favorite. The dinosaur is pretty neat as well. One other thing that I hope that LEGO could do moving forward is every single LEGO set also has these layer lines on the floors. And you can see where the second floor starts because you had to put the gray and white base plates down to make the floor. And especially if they're doing a less unique color than this olive green, perhaps they could match that so that there isn't stripes across the building. It looks pretty clean, but real buildings don't have stripes between the floors like this, and I think it would look better if it didn't have the stripes there as well. One thing I think this set really does well is all the little details. With all the different museum exhibits, they add to the depth of the set, and all the front detailing with the fence, the garden, the trees, the statues, as well as the little hidden Easter eggs like the buried bones and the cheese for the mice underneath the floor. Those kind of things add to the set building experience, and I think this was a pretty fun set to build as a result. For $300, this is quite an expensive set, but I think the value is there as compared to a lot of the other modular sets. This set is as big as Assembly Square, and that's probably still my favorite set, but this feels very sturdy. You pick it up and it's all one solid building. In general, I like the sets that have a whole bunch of different buildings and rooms that are different purposes, like each level has something new on it. But I do like the fact that here everything is one building and there's no walls in between, so they really maximize the space of the double extra wide base plates, and having it be one large room makes it feel very spacious, especially with the skylights and the balconies inside. It feels very big, much bigger than a lot of the other sets that sometimes the interior rooms seem cramped. I hope you enjoyed watching me build this set and listening to my feedback on it. I think overall it's a really great set and I would definitely recommend it. So let's see how it fits in with the rest of the city, and catch you next video.